The broken window. 1. The accident. It was a sunny afternoon, and Jack was playing soccer in the backyard. He loved practicing his kicks, trying to improve his skills. His sister, Lily, was inside the house, reading a book, while their mom, Emily, was in the kitchen preparing dinner. "Watch this," Jack said to himself, as he kicked the soccer ball as hard as he could. But the ball didn't go where Jack wanted it to. Instead of staying in the yard, the ball flew high and fast toward the house. Before Jack could stop it, the ball hit the kitchen window with a loud crash. The glass shattered, and Jack stood frozen in place, staring at the broken window. "Oh no," Jack whispered, feeling his heart race. "What have I done?" 2. Realizing the mistake. Emily heard the loud noise and rushed to the window to see what had happened. When she saw the broken glass, she immediately knew it was Jack's soccer ball that had caused the damage. Lily came running to the kitchen. "What was that noise?" she asked, looking at the broken window. Jack slowly walked toward the house, feeling nervous. He knew he had made a big mistake. "I'm so sorry, Mom," Jack said quietly. "I didn't mean to break the window. I was just playing soccer, and the ball went the wrong way." Emily looked at her son, who was clearly upset. She could see that he felt bad about what had happened. "I know it was an accident, Jack," Emily said gently. "But we need to talk about how to fix this and what we can do next." 3. Taking responsibility. Emily and Jack sat down at the kitchen table to talk about the broken window. "I know you didn't mean to break the window. But we have to take responsibility when something goes wrong," Emily explained. Jack nodded, feeling ashamed. "I understand. I'll help clean up, and I'll pay for the new window with my allowance." Emily smiled softly. "That's a good start. I appreciate that you're taking responsibility for your actions. It's important to fix our mistakes and learn from them." Jack felt a little better knowing that his mom wasn't angry. But he still wanted to make things right. "I'll be more careful when I play soccer from now on," Jack promised. "I didn't think the ball would hit the window." 4. Fixing the problem. The next day, John, Jack's dad, called a repairman to come and fix the broken window. The repairman arrived with new glass and tools to replace the broken pane. Jack watched as the repairman carefully removed the broken glass and installed the new window. "I'm sorry about the window," Jack said to his dad as they watched the repairman work. "I'll make sure it doesn't happen again." John smiled and patted Jack on the shoulder. "I know it was an accident, and I'm proud of you for taking responsibility. Just remember to be more careful in the future." After the window was fixed, the kitchen looked as good as new. Jack felt relieved, but he knew he had learned an important lesson. 5. Learning from mistakes. Over the next few days, Jack thought a lot about the broken window and how it had happened. He realized that accidents can happen to anyone, but it's how we respond to those accidents that matters. Lily noticed that Jack wasn't playing soccer near the house anymore. Instead, he practiced in the park where there was plenty of space. "I see you've been practicing at the park," Lily said one day. "That's a good idea." Jack nodded. "Yeah, I don't want to break another window. Plus, it's more fun to practice where I have more room." Emily was proud of Jack for learning from his mistake and for being more responsible. "You've grown up a lot this week," she said. I'm proud of how you handled everything. Jack smiled. Thanks, Mom. I just wanted to make things right. 6. Moving forward. A few weeks later, Jack was playing soccer with his friends at the park. He was more careful now, making sure not to kick the ball too hard or too close to anything that could break. As he played, Jack thought about the broken window and how he had learned an important lesson about responsibility and being honest when things go wrong. I'm glad I learned from that accident, Jack thought to himself. Now I can enjoy playing soccer without worrying about breaking anything. From that day on, Jack always made sure to play safely and responsibly, and he never had another accident with the soccer ball again. The family game night. 1. The idea for game night. It was a rainy Friday evening, and the Smith family was sitting in the living room, wondering what to do. "This weather is terrible," Jack said, looking out the window at the pouring rain. "We can't go outside and play." Lily, sitting next to him on the couch, nodded. "Yeah, it's too wet to do anything fun." Emily, their mom, had an idea. "Why don't we have a family game night?" she suggested. "We can play board games, and I'll make some snacks." John, their dad, smiled. "That sounds like a great plan. It's been a while since we had a game night." Lily and Jack immediately agreed. "Yes, let's play games," they shouted together. 2. Choosing the games. The family gathered around the bookshelf, where they kept their board games. There were many options to choose from, games like Monopoly, Scrabble, and a fun card game called Uno. "What should we play first?" Lily asked, looking at the different games. Jack pointed to Monopoly. "Let's play Monopoly. I love buying properties and collecting money." Lily smiled. "Okay, but after Monopoly, can we play Uno? I love that game." Emily laughed. "Why not? We can play as many games as we want tonight." The family set up the Monopoly board on the coffee table, and John handed out the money and game pieces. 3. Monopoly Madness. As the game began, everyone was focused on buying properties and collecting rent. Jack was the first to land on a property, and he quickly bought it. "I'm going to win," Jack said confidently, placing his house on the board. Lily wasn't far behind. "We'll see about that," she said, rolling the dice and buying her own property. The game went on for a while, with everyone buying, trading, and trying to avoid paying rent to each other. Emily ended up with the most properties, and Jack was struggling to keep up. "I need more money," Jack said, laughing as he counted his cash. In the end, Emily won the game with the most money and properties. "That was fun," she said, smiling. "But don't worry, Jack. You'll have a chance to win the next game." 4. A break for snacks. After the Monopoly game, Emily went to the kitchen to prepare some snacks. She made popcorn, cut up some fruit, and brought out chips and salsa. "Time for a snack break," Emily said, carrying a tray of food into the living room. Lily and Jack immediately reached for the popcorn. "Yum! This is perfect for game night," Lily said, munching on a handful of popcorn. As they enjoyed their snacks, the family talked about their favorite games and memories from previous game nights. "Remember that time Jack won 3 games of Uno in a row?" John said, laughing. "We couldn't believe it." Jack grinned. "Yeah, that was awesome. I'm going to win again tonight." 5. Playing Uno. After the snack break, the family decided to play Uno, a fast and fun card game. They shuffled the cards and each took 7 cards to start. "Get ready to lose," Jack said with a playful smile. "We'll see about that," Lily replied, shuffling her cards. The game started, and the family quickly got into the competition. Cards were being drawn, reversed, and skipped as they tried to get rid of all their cards first. Lily was the first to shout, "Uno," when she had only 1 card left, but Jack played a draw 4 card, forcing her to pick up more cards. "No," Lily groaned, picking up the extra cards. In the end, Jack won the game with a big smile on his face. "I told you I'd win." The family laughed and congratulated Jack on his victory. 6. The final game, charades. To end the night, John suggested they play a game of charades, where each person had to act out a word or phrase without speaking, and the others had to guess what it was. "Charades is always fun," John said. "Let's see who's the best actor in the family." The family agreed, and they wrote down different words and phrases on pieces of paper. They mixed the papers in a bowl and took turns acting them out. Lily went first. She picked a paper and acted out brushing teeth, making exaggerated movements with her hands. Jack guessed it right away. "Brushing your teeth," Jack shouted. Lily smiled and nodded. That was an easy one. Next, it was Emily's turn. She picked dancing, and started moving her feet and arms in a silly dance. Everyone laughed as they tried to guess. "Are you dancing?" John guessed, and Emily nodded. The game continued, with everyone taking turns acting out words and laughing at each other's funny movements. It was a fun and light-hearted way to end the night. 7. Saying good night. After hours of playing games, it was time to wrap up the evening. The family had played several games, shared lots of laughs, and enjoyed each other's company. "That was the best game night ever," Jack said, yawning as he stretched his arms. Lily nodded in agreement. "I had so much fun. Can we do this again soon?" "Of course," Emily said. "We'll make game night a regular thing." John smiled. "I'm glad we spent the evening together. It's always fun to take a break and just enjoy being with family." As they cleaned up the game pieces and put away the snacks, the family felt happy and connected. It had been a perfect way to spend a rainy evening, and they couldn't wait for the next family game night.